Okay, imagine traveling through space faster and farther than any human has ever gone. Picture it. We're soaring past our own solar system, leaving the Milky Way entirely in the rearview mirror, and just zooming out past billions and billions of other galaxies.
Now, as you're rushing past all those galaxies and those massive empty cosmic voids, we really have to ask the ultimate question. Could you eventually reach the edge of the universe? Like, is there an actual physical boundary waiting out there in the dark?
And let's say you did somehow reach it. What in the world would be waiting for you on the other side? What could possibly exist outside of everything we know?
It sounds like a pretty straightforward question, right? But to solve this mystery in today's explainer, we first need to get clear on something. Modern cosmology makes a very strict distinction between two concepts, the universe as a whole and just the observable universe.
First things first, what actually is the universe? Well, the universe is everything. It includes all of space, time, matter, and energy. It is absolutely crucial to understand that the universe isn't just a giant empty box that has planets and stars placed inside it. Space and time themselves are fundamental, built-in parts of the universe.
And when we look at what makes up that universe, it's pretty mind-blowing. All the normal matter we can directly observe, the stars, the planets, even you and me, that makes up just 5% of the cosmos. The rest of it? It's made of mysterious dark matter at roughly 27%, which kind of acts as an invisible gravitational scaffolding, and dark energy at 68%, which is this strange pressure that's literally driving the universe apart.
Okay, so that's the universe. Now let's talk about the observable universe. Our universe appears to be about 13.8 billion years old, and since light takes time to travel through space, the observable universe is simply the specific portion of the cosmos from which light has actually had enough time to reach us since the Big Bang.
Let's use an analogy here. Imagine you're standing in the middle of a huge, totally dark ocean, and you're holding a really powerful flashlight. You can only see a limited area around you, right? Just the area where your beam reaches. But that visible region definitely doesn't mean that's the entire ocean. It's the exact same concept here. The observable universe is not necessarily the whole universe.
So does the universe end where our vision ends? Well, we honestly don't know. But the key takeaway is that the edge of our observable universe is just a limit to our vision. It's not a solid boundary, and it is certainly not some physical brick wall floating out in space. It is literally just the absolute limit of what we can currently see based on how fast light travels.
Now, you might be doing the math in your head and assuming the observable universe is just the universe's age multiplied by the speed of light. But actually, it's estimated to be roughly 92 billion light-years across. How is that possible? Well, it's because space itself has been expanding the entire time that ancient light was traveling towards us. Pretty wild, right?
So, is there something beyond what we can see? Almost certainly. There could be so much more universe way out beyond our observable bubble. But here's the catch. Scientists simply cannot directly observe or measure regions where the light hasn't reached us yet. So we have to draw a hard line between what is theoretically possible and what is scientifically proven.
To really understand this whole idea of an edge, we actually need to look at how it all began. We hear about the Big Bang all the time, but was it just a giant explosion that happened at one specific location in space?
The short answer, no. This is a huge myth. According to NASA's observations, the Big Bang wasn't a bomb exploding inside some pre-existing empty dark space. Space didn't even exist yet. Instead, space itself expanded outward from an incredibly dense state.
Which naturally leads to another huge question. If the universe expanded, surely there has to be a center point to all of this, right? Where is the exact center of the universe?
Actually, scratch that assumption entirely. There is no center. Because space itself expanded everywhere all at once, the Big Bang doesn't give us some special central location in today's universe. Earth is definitely not the center of the universe, and honestly, neither is any other galaxy out there.
If we zoom in just a bit on what actually did form during all that expansion, we see that our observable universe is filled with this amazing structure called the cosmic web. Gravity draws matter together, organizing everything from individual galaxies up to groups, clusters, and massive superclusters. These are all connected by cosmic filaments, and they're separated by incredibly huge, empty bubbles of space called cosmic voids. So we know for a fact that this massive structure exists within our observable bubble, but could the entire universe just keep stretching on forever? The honest truth is, scientists really don't know the complete size of the entire universe. It's a very real, genuine possibility that space extends infinitely far beyond our observable horizon.
Now, when we start talking about what's outside our universe, someone always brings up the multi-universe. You've probably heard of it. These are incredibly interesting, speculative, theoretical ideas that propose the existence of multi-parallel universes. But we have to be super clear here. These are not confirmed discoveries. As of right now, there is absolutely no direct evidence proving that a multiverse exists.
It is so important to maintain that strict distinction between proven science, the things scientists know through NASA's observations like cosmic expansion and the age of the universe, and the possible theories about what might be out there in the dark. We just cannot claim to know exactly what exists beyond our observable bubble.
Okay, let's recap exactly where this incredible journey leaves us. We can kind of categorize our cosmic horizons into 3 buckets. First, what we absolutely know exists: our observable space and the cosmic web. Second, what might exist, the possibility that this expanding space just goes on infinitely. And third, what remains entirely unknown, whether a true physical edge to the universe actually exists at all.
And that leaves us staring right into the awe-inspiring unknown. Think about it. What remains hidden out there in that vast, dark ocean, just beyond the reach of our cosmological flashlight? It's the kind of mystery that's going to drive human curiosity for generations to come. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer today, and as always, keep looking up.